Om Namo Narayana, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om, Shivoham, Om. Welcome to another Satsang with your host, Chuck the Yogi from the Yogi Cave, and the aftermath of an eventful autumn equinox. Now that I'm refreshed from coming back from Shangri-La, let us continue with Vivekachudamani. Shabda Jalam Maharanyam Chitta Brahmana Karanam Ataha Prayant Naj Nyata Vyam Tatvaj Nyaistat Vamat Manaha. The labyrinth of words is a thick jungle, which causes the mind to wander in its own confusion. Therefore, true seekers of Brahman should earnestly set about to experience the real nature of self. So book knowledge is messy. You can get lost in dogmas and contradictions and all this other stuff. And so basically what Shankara is saying, you need an experience. You need to actually experience this, not enough to Google it. Ajnana sarpadashtasya Brahma janau shadam vina kimo vedaischa shastraischa kimo mantraihi kimausha daihi. For him who has been stung by the serpent of ignorance, the only remedy is the knowledge of Brahman. What use are the Vedas and the scriptures, mantras, and medicines to such a victim of poison? So it evokes to me the notion of Lord Shiva swallowing the halahal poison to keep the universe from disintegrating. It's just important to be able to process poison properly, the poison of ignorance, right? So this is what he's alluding to. Nagachati vinapanam vyadirau shada shabdataha vina parokshanu bhavam brahmashad dayarna muchate. A disease is not cured by merely repeating the name of the medicine without taking it. Similarly, without direct realization, none can be liberated by a mere utterance of the word Brahma. So of course, it's not to diminish the usefulness of mantras in and of itself, but repeating mantras as a monkey or parrot is not going to make the parrot or monkey enlightened. The idea is to eventually be able to extract what's within the mantra, to be able to allow that seed to sprout into a tree that bears many fruits. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Akritva drishya vilayamajñatva tatva mat manaha brahma shabdaihi kuto muktirukti matra phalayir in rinam. Without achieving the dissolution of the world of perceptions, without realizing the truth of self, how can one achieve full liberation by a mere repetition of a word, Brahman? Surely it will result only in a wasteful effort of speech. So, Shankara is just nailing the point. Akritva shatru samhara magat vakila bhushuriyam rajahamiti shabdano raja bhavitu marhati. Without eliminating his enemies, and without bringing the splendor of the whole kingdom under his sway, by merely repeating, I am the emperor, one cannot become an emperor. It's kind of like dissing the idea of, well, whatever I say happens, but if there's no power behind what you say, well, nothing's going to happen, right? Aptokim kananam tato parishila diuk karshanam zvikritim nikshepaha samapekshate nahi bahi shabdaistu nirgachati tadvad brahma vido padesha manana dhyana dibir labhyate maya karya tirohitam smamam malam Tattvam na duryu ktibihi. Treasure hidden deep below under the earth can be found only when the exact site is known. Excavations carried out and the earth stones covering it are removed, never can it come out by merely calling its name. Similarly, pure truth of the self, hidden by illusion, Maya and its effects, can be attained through the instructions of one who is knower Brahman, followed by reflection, meditation, etc., but never can the self emerge and manifest itself by repeating the perverted reasoning. So he kind of disses mantras. I mean, I get it. But the idea is that if you just repeat mantras without understanding the import of it, then it's like repeating the name of Brahman, expecting Brahman to show up. Or if you repeated the name of a famous celebrity, it doesn't mean the celebrity is going to show up. So it's the idea of just mindlessly repeating. Tasmat sarva prayat nena bhavadan banda vimuktaye svaireva yatnaha kaltavyo rogada viva panditaihi. Therefore, the wise seeker should, as in the case of illness, etc., strive hard by every means at his disposal to be free from the bondage of repeated births and deaths. Yastava yatya karitaha prashno variyanchastravin mataha sutra prayo nigudarto jinata vyascha mumokshubihi. Questions you have raised today are excellent, accepted by those well versed in the scriptures, aphoristic, full of hidden meaning, and such that are fit to be known by all seekers. Shrinu Shva Vahito Vidva Yanmaya Samudiryate Tadeta Chravana Sadyo Baba Banda Vimokshase. Listening attentively, O learned one, to what I shall now tell you, listening to it, you shall be liberated completely from the bondage of worldly existence. Mokshasya hetu pratamo nigadyate vairagya matyanta manitya vastushu tataha shamashchapi damastidiksha nyasaha prasakta kila karmanam varisham. The first step to liberation is the complete detachment from impermanent things. Then follow calmness, self-control, forbearance, and complete renunciation of selfish actions. Tataha shritistan mananam satatva gyanam chiram nityaniraantaram munehe tato vikalpam paramitya vidvan ihaiva nirvana sukham samrichati. Thereafter comes hearing, then reflection on what has been heard, and lastly, long, constant, continuous meditation on the truth for the wise one. Ultimately, that learned one attains the supreme nirvikalpa samadhi state and realizes bliss and nirvana in this very life. So, I mean, Shankara was aware of nirvana and all that. He was just applying it in the Vedantic sense, right? Yad bodha vyam tavedani mat manat mavive chanam taduchate maya samyak shurutvat manya vadaraya. Now I am going to describe discrimination between the self and the not self most elaborately, which is, Shankara is very good at being elaborate. It is what you ought to know. Listen to it properly, and then decide about it well in your mind. Majasti medaha palara ta charma dvatgaha vayair datu bire biranvitam pado ruvaksho buja prishtha mastakaihi angairu pangairu payu te maedat composed of the 7 ingredients: marrow, bones, fat, flesh, blood, dermis, and epidermis, and consisting of the following parts: legs, thighs, chest, arms, back, and the head. I'm going to leave it here at this anatomical section of Shankara's thorough examination of illumination. Alright, till next time. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Om, Shiva Om, Jai Ma, God. Till next time.